One of the things that we're really working with now, advisory leaders, so one step up from CAS leaders, because most of our CAS leaders roll up through advisory inside of public practices, especially the large firms, right? So one of the things we're working on at CPA.com is how do we take all those advisory services, right? There's a lot of them. Anything that doesn't fall into tax or audit or a test falls into advisory or consulting services, right? So how do we take all of those services and start focusing on the client-centric model where what's the best for the client? So like not thinking about a lot of times in VAR, which is the direct technology build for a client rather than going through like a client advisory services practices where we build the technology for the client, right? That we're going to use for that client. So a little bit different model. Like they're very focused on a get in and get out model. CAS is very focused on get in and stay model, right? You know, so it's a very, very different model. But you know, one of the things on the VAR side of the house is they're very focused on selling this and moving on to my next sale. We're not like that, right? So we're like, how do we get everybody thinking bigger? So, and also a lot of the larger firms have an outsourced CFO practice. So if you take those, the VAR, the outsourced CFO, the CAS practice, and you start getting them to work together on what's the best opportunity for the client, what's best for the client, and what's also then, does that make it good for the firm, right? So, you know, we want to say to the VAR practice, is just building out that technology for client the right move? Or should you be talking to the client about potentially client advisory services? Maybe they don't need a tech build. Maybe they just need outsourced accounting and CFO services. So, and that could solve their problem. And then the firm benefits from that too, because it's not a one-time fee.
And it's recurring revenue.
It's recurring revenue, and everybody loves recurring revenue. You think about all the PE stuff that's happening now. They love the recurring revenue. So they immediately go to the advisory. They love CAS practices because it is based off of recurring revenue.